On this episode of Let's Slap Some Shit Together that we don't have to buy at the grocery store, we're going to try our hand at making some homemade butter, okay? So, I got my little mixer out, and it says 6 cups of heavy whipping cream will make you 4 sticks of butter. So we're going to try it. So this is a 2-cup measuring cup. So I'm going to put this in there 3 times. 1, 2, 3. So that is 6 cups of heavy whipping cream. Now, you put your little whiskey whisk on there. Mine has a splash guard on it. That doesn't mean it ain't going to splash. Okay. Okay. I do have a splash guard, but I'm still going to put a towel over it. And so we're going to go with 7. So this is where we're at. I'll be back in about 3 or 4 minutes. All right, we're 3 minutes in. Let's take a peeky peek. Oh, she's getting a little thick. So it kind of doubled in size. Can you see? All right, that's about 3 minutes in. We are 7 minutes in. I wanted to show y'all what it looks like. It is freaking awesome. So this is what they would call the start of butter. Look at that. It's a little spatula, and I'm just gonna get it off the sides. Oh, that! Look at that. Look at this. I just want to taste it. Tastes like nothing, like Cool Whip. Added some sugar to it, and you got Cool Whip. That's what that makes. Close her down and do her another 7 minutes. We are about 15 minutes in. It's starting to turn yellow. All right, we are getting the butter. She's making a mess all over the counter, but I'm holding my splash jar down, the splash lid down, and we'll see. I'll be back. All right, so here we are. All the butter is up here at the top. None in the bottom, just buttermilk in the bottom. Pretty cool, but it does have the consistency of butter. Look at that. All right, so next thing we got to do is we got to put it in an ice bath. Okay, right here, I just have some water, and I'm going to pour some ice in it. If you got a measuring cup like this, hit that follow button because we're already friends. You start taking the butter out of the whisk and dropping it in the water. I'm like, put butter in water. Isn't it going to fall apart? No. Look how cool that is. And you're supposed to rinse this in water until your water comes out clear so you get all the buttermilk out. And then when I get this off and I wash my hands, I'll show you the buttermilk in the bottom. And then stay tuned because I'm going to make homemade buttermilk ranch. Okay, so now I'm just going to start putting all this in here and squeezing it. And they said you want to just keep kneading it until your water comes out clear. You need to change your water at least probably 3 times. Look at that. Butter, baby. All right. And I'm just going to put it down in there and wrench. It's pretty fun, actually. A little therapeutic, you know what I'm saying? A little therapy. Ice bath number 2. This is what we got. All right, so the water come out better than the other 2. So this was my 3rd one. And now we're going to salt it up and mold it. Okay, so here is my buttermilk. And I'm going to put this up. And tomorrow I'm going to make some homemade buttermilk ranch, okay? So now this is my butter, and I'm going to make 4 sticks out of it. So I'm going to cut about what I think would be a stick of butter. All right, so there's my 4 sticks. Now they say you have to salt it because your salt is what your preservative is. So I'm going to go through, and I'm just going to put a little salt on them. And then I'm going to take a spoon. I'm just going to go through and incorporate that butter with that salt. Okay. And I'm just going to take my spoon and keep moving it around. And just keep tossing it around until I get that salt all good incorporated with it. And then I'll be back when it's time to form it, okay? All right, so now I'm going to take some of this cling wrap here. And just start with this one. And I'm going to lay it on the counter. Let me get it laid out. Then I'm going to take my first little mold I got here that I salted, and I'm going to stick it right here in the middle. And then I'm going to take this, and I'm just going to kind of mold it like a little log. And then I'm just going to roll it up. And then when I want to use it, look at that butter, baby. Butter, baby. All right, let me get the rest done. All right, guys, look at my 4 sticks of butter that I made. I'm actually very proud of myself, and it tastes really good. All right, so if you have any questions, let me know. This was my first time. I think it turned out really good. If you want to see me make my buttermilk ranch, just throw me a comment and let me know. But if you want to see more videos like this, hit the follow button, because your girl's going to be slapping some shit together that I don't have to buy at the grocery store, okay? Well, thanks for watching. Love you, bye.